Okay, low, high, active kindness time. Okay, so my low is the fact that my mom had to work. I really didn't see her until later in the evening yesterday. My high is, I still got to be with my father. And my act of kindness was, since my mom was out, I had to, make dinner because, she was gone. It was already made. She already had made mac and cheese, and I just had to chop up some broccoli. And hey, I made myself a broccoli mac and cheese bowl. That was really cool. Anyway, good morning. Happy Monday, everyone. Okay, I am really excited to read this One Piece Manga Chapter. Really excited. Like, it's been hyped up for 2 weeks. People have been talking about it all over the internet. And now it's my turn to see what the fuss is all about. So, let's see here. Really, right now, all I have is like the title page. That's it. That's the only thing I've looked at so far. So, One Piece Chapter 1044, Warrior of Liberation. Okay. I like that title. Okay, it looks like Luffy is talking to himself. And he's saying even though he lost, he's having fun. Okay, it looks like, hey, it's Sanji. We haven't seen Sanji since he beat Queen. Looks like he's up and about. Okay, that's good. I just hope Zoro is eventually going to be the same way. For that matter, where's Frankie? Yeah, anyway, okay. Looks like everyone knows that Luffy is okay. That's good. Alright. Okay, back to Mary's Law. Hey, the 5 other stars. So for 800 years, Luffy's devil fruit, the Gomu Gomu no Mi, has eluded them. For 800 years. Although they are talking to Zone fruits who have a mind of their own. Wait. What? What? So the Gum Gum fruit isn't a paramecia type fruit. Obviously, paramecias have the power to, give them superhuman abilities. Again, like Luffy's ability to be made of rubber and, stretch far, stuff like that. But it's not a paramecia type fruit. It's a Zoan type fruit. Wait, Luffy can transform into an animal? Okay, no. It's the human fruit. Mythical type model. I can't be reading this properly. I can't be. Let's keep going. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay, this is back to Orochi and Hiyori. Okay. Looks like Hiyori is finally giving Orochi the what. And it's good. She would have to. Considering everything. Man, seeing moments like this is actually so incredibly, liberating. Because Hiyori probably wanted to tell Archie this for the last 20 years, but she couldn't. And now with Kaido literally about to die, it looks like revenge will be served. Okay. Alright. Wait. There's Luffy in his full body image. in front of the moon. I like that image. This is... Hold on. I gotta keep reading this. Okay. This is absolutely incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Gear 5th. One moment, please. Okay. Where do I even begin with this? For one thing, I'll just say this right now. This was the greatest chapter of One Piece I've ever read. Straight up. If you are a fan of One Piece, but you don't think that this series is, about having fun, going pirates and stuff, then you need to sit your butt back down. Because in the process of Luffy awakening his devil fruit, which isn't a paramecia type fruit, it's actually a Zoan type fruit, the human fruit, Mono Nika, as in the sun god Nika. Luffy's a god now. He is a straight up god. And now, I don't think I'm going to be able to read One Piece the same way ever again. I mean, for over 20 years, on and off, I've been paying attention to One Piece. And you follow the adventures of this goofy rubber boy, who wants to be king of the pirates. And Oda made Luffy's devil fruit power the Gomu Gomu no Mi, or the Gum Gum fruit, because he wanted the main character to be silly. But now, since Luffy awakened his devil fruit, he's become a straight up Looney Tune. Similar akin to Bugs Bunny, or his design is similar to Mickey Mouse. And Mickey Mouse is Disney, but that same sort of character design. And here's the thing. All throughout this, Luffy's just been smiling. Even commenting how his heartbeat feels funny. Like, ha-ha funny. And he's just smacking Kaido around, when in actuality, Kaido's probably the one person suited to fight Luffy like this. But since Luffy is a god, it's speculation. Did Luffy eating this devil fruit make him the chosen one? Or did Luffy eat the fruit because he's the chosen one? It's going to go either way from here. And not to mention, again, he is just having fun, smiling, giving like Popeye muscles, just like any cartoon character does. And now, because of this, you know what? I have the perfect metaphor for what this could be described as. From this moment on, if anyone were to ask me what superpower I would have, if I had superpowers actually, Give me the human fruit model Nika. Because between Luffy's personality and the way that this devil fruit is working, I can't. And here's the thing. You guys know, I've talked about this before. I have depression. But even through lots of, even though I don't really identify as that, even through all of the bad times, I still kept optimism and hope. Sometimes to the point where I just laughed because it felt good. Between Luffy's personality and the way that this devil fruit works, I can't think of any other instance in all of fiction that I've read, watched, etc., where a character and any abilities this character had more reflected my personality than this. In all of Shonen manga, this is probably the most hyped transformation since probably Super Saiyan. And even then with Super Saiyan, Goku was able to do that because, you know, it was awakened by Fury. But here, Luffy's just laughing and having fun through it all. And don't misunderstand me. One Piece really is a series that does talk about serious issues. I mean, throughout this series, there have been, you know, issues involving racism, slavery, sometimes even cannibalism, you know, genocide. This has all been in One Piece. But it's still, at its core, an action-adventure comedy full of fun and adventure. And Luffy embodies that wholeheartedly. I always knew there was a reason why I gravitated towards Luffy as a character. And this is it. It's hard for me to say, or hard for me to call him my favorite character in all of fiction. Because I would still have a soft spot for Atticus Finch from To Kill a Mockingbird. But the reason why I gravitated towards Luffy now even more than ever, because, again, with this power and how he always acts, not to mention this power would explain a lot with what he's been able to do and survive all this time. You know, all the crazy, all the harsh situations he's been in, near-death experiences, actually. He's me. He is me. Of course, I've never really been in a near-death experience, but you get the idea. I gravitate toward this character because of his personality. And now, in the world of One Piece, if anyone wants to beat Luffy, you gotta do two things. You have to break his will, and you have to break his ability to smile. And that's the personality part I think I identify with most. Because you know what? I've always wanted to make people smile. In some instances I do because of these videos. But that's what the sun god Nika was able to do in the past. Nika made everyone smile wherever he or she went. I don't think they really ever, because I know they said Nika's Joy Boy, but I'm not going to rule out the fact that maybe Joy Boy was a woman. And hey, people have identified God as a woman, so that makes sense. But whatever you call this, again, if I were to, I'm never going to be able to reread this series ever again in the same way as I did before now. This was the most incredible thing I think I've ever read in all of One Piece. Funny enough, probably since the introduction of Gear 4th Snake Man. Or actually Gear 4th at all, if we're being honest. but of over 20, almost 25 years of storytelling, 1,044 manga chapters. We're here now with, again, probably the greatest transformation all of Shonen manga. Maybe even greater than Super Saiyan. I've said this once, I'll say it again. If the chips are down, but you have Luffy on your side, it's still really bad odds, but it's going to be bad odds for them. I mean, I probably shouldn't say that. I mean, by all accounts, Luffy's powers are incredible in this chapter. And honestly, if it ever does get animated, because One Piece anime is kind of like on hiatus for some reason, animation would be the perfect way to show off how great this is. But I wonder how it's going to be portrayed. All I can tell you right now, the internet is going to be ablaze over this. I'm going to be ablaze over this for the next week. And there's a chapter next week, so I'll be able to see what happens next in a few days. Yep, I'm calling it. I am definitely calling this. This is the superpower I would want to have if anyone asked me if I had any superpowers. Just being a straight up cartoon character, having fun, stretching, and doing all sorts of wacky stuff. Because you know what? In the end, I think I'd make somebody smile. And I love that. So, I hope you all like this. You know, feel free to share and subscribe and like and all that stuff. It would really do my channel some good. You know, I am very humbled that I got to live to see this chapter. Because remember, you know, I at one point actually contemplated suicide. If that happens, we're not here right now. Well, I'm not here right now. I mean, you guys are probably, well, actually, no, we, because you have to be watching this, and if I'm dead, I'd never be able to make this. So there you go. I got to live to see this and read this. I am forever hopeful that when this series ends, everyone on planet Earth is going to be able to say, this was the greatest story ever written. Because it's starting to look that way to me. And remember, if any of you guys ever want to talk or chat, I'm always going to be here to lend an ear. Just like Luffy would. I'll always have your back like Luffy would. So, I'd say make good choices, but let's be honest, Luffy's incredibly impulsive. The choices he makes are, at best. But I'll always make good choices, and so should you. Now, if you excuse me, I need to wrap my brain around all of this. Have a nice day.